What is up, everybody? It is Drake here with DSF Financial, showing you guys how I'm making my money work for me through passive income. It is a beautiful day, beautiful Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday today, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. And who you guys got? Niners, Chiefs? For me, I grew up in Northern California, so I've got to go bang bang Niner gang. Niners 28-13. That's my prediction. What you guys got? Now, Susie and I had a heck of a day yesterday. We drove 9 hours total from Plano, McKinney to San Antonio, from San Antonio to Austin, installed an ATM, and then drove back to McKinney all in one day. 9.5 hours round trip. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I guess if you have the determination and the drive to get it done, you kind of have to be a little crazy, and that is Susie and I. I want to first thank you guys for watching my videos, liking them, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. We just hit 500 subscribers, which is kind of crazy to think about. But thank you guys for that. Keep liking the videos, keep commenting, and if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. I really appreciate it. So Susie and I really did have a heck of a day yesterday installing this ATM. Now, it all kind of started a couple days ago. I got a phone call from a random number not saved in my phone, and I answered it. Now, for some people, they're afraid to answer phone numbers they don't recognize. Maybe they're afraid it's a telemarketer or something. For me, I'll take that telemarketer all day if at some point I'm able to land a big fish. Now, for this situation, it kind of is a big fish. Now, I got this phone call, didn't recognize the number, answered it, and I know you've heard me say it. I think it's very important to stay professional at all times, and answering a phone is no different. I answer, "Good afternoon, this is Drake." Now, for me, I try and stay enthusiastic when I answer the call, even if I don't know who it is. And the person who called me, he said, "Hey, great, you're Drake. You're the ATM guy." And I said, yes, I am. Which is kind of interesting to say because the ATM guy, I don't know. So he actually he ended up getting our phone number or our business card from a previous install that we did from one of our nightclubs that we sold. The nightclub owner really liked the service that we provided, and he passed on our information to this guy, who is actually, he's the owner of an adult entertainment nightclub. And he said we can throw an ATM in there, which is crazy. What I'm thinking is gold mine. There's not many locations that are hugely, hugely profitable in the ATM business. Some of them, are casinos, strip clubs, cash only bars, and and weed dispensaries. And this is one of those, and I was super happy. I didn't have an ATM that I could throw in there, but I told him I can still get it done, and I told him, hey, I'll get it installed for you on Saturday, which was 2 days away. I'd have him installed just in time for Super Bowl weekend, and he was very excited that I found an urgency in needing the ATM as quickly as possible for such a big weekend that would be coming up. And he said, done deal, get that thing installed. And I said, perfect. Now, I didn't have an ATM, unfortunately, on hand, but it is very important to stick to like-minded people, and I try and do that as well. The gentleman that we sold the ATM route to, he also has other ATMs. I reached out to him, hey, can I borrow an ATM for a week or two until I can get a new ATM in? He said, sure, no problem. Awesome. So now we got an ATM we can throw in there. The only catch is it's in San Antonio, so we had to make an extra hour and a half drive up there. But like I said, it's well worth the work. Now, because the gentleman that we're borrowing it from is in the ATM business, he's in Austin, he has multiple ATMs in the Austin area, he's actually going to be helping us out by filling it for us as well. Because, we live 3 hours away, he's going to fill it for us and maintain it. He's able to get some money off of it, we're able to get money off of it, and then the location owner obviously is getting money from it. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. Now, for me, I am a very busy person. I don't have much free time I can brag about. I try and stay active, and that's just my life. And Saturday was no different. Now, my goal was to wake up really early, drive 4.5 hours, pick up the ATM, drive to our business partner's other business that he has, talk to him about logistics of the ATM business and filling the ATM, drive to the location, install the ATM, then drive 3 hours back home. A very, very big goal, but we are kind of crazy, I guess. Now, with so many opportunities as well for issues to pop up, we were just hoping for the best, in all honesty. Traffic is a huge issue here in the Dallas area, in Austin, and in San Antonio. And with 9.5 hours total without traffic, we were hoping for the best, and it worked out well. Now, we woke up early, was on the road by 7:45, loaded up all the equipment that we needed, the dolly, the drills, shop vac, everything needed for the ATM install. We left at 7:45, which actually was an hour late than what we wanted to, but sometimes that's us. We are always running behind because we're so busy. We drove that 4.5 hours to San Antonio. We picked up the ATM and then realized that the vault safe, the combination was incorrect. We didn't have the proper combination. No, right? We have to be able to get in there in order to install the ATM. So what we did is we drove from San Antonio to our business partner's house, talked to him a little bit about business, and then tried a bunch of different codes to get in that vault. Now, after a lot of trial and error, a lot of lockouts, because if you try the ATM safe vault, multiple times, it locks you out. I think it's for 10 minutes we get locked out. So we had to pause for several times to get that vault open, but we finally did. We get the vault open. We're like, perfect. We load the ATM back up, drive to the location that we're going to be installing it. And what do you know? It actually is a block away from where one of our previous ATMs is. So it'll be really easy for our business partner to fill it because multiple locations are very, very close to each other, which would obviously save on gas and time and effort and all that stuff, which is great. Now, once we got there, if you've been married, are married, have girlfriends, boyfriends, the trip was a little rough. Now, once a couple wakes up early together, they drive 4.5 hours, they're tired, they're cranky, and then they drive another hour and a half to another location, still tired, still cranky, hungry. You can kind of bicker back and forth a little bit and get a little cranky. Now, for me, I was a little cranky. For Susie, she was not cranky at all. Maybe a teensy weensy beatsy minuscule amount of cranky. Maybe she was, but I don't think so. But maybe. And we bickered and we fought, and it actually made us stronger because we realized what kind of stuff we can put up with, and we realized, heck, what we were fighting about really isn't a big deal. So we get to the establishment, we install the ATM, and what do you know? I drilled too big of holes. So I have to back it all up and then re-drill the holes. Now, in my defense, it was very, very dark in this place. It's an entertainment spot, so they keep those places very, very dark. And of course, rookie mistake, my flashlight batteries were dead. I did not have a spare, so we had to rely on Susie and I's cell phones, our flashlights on the cell phones, as light, which is not enough light at all. And for me, I grabbed the wrong size drill bit. I grabbed a 1/2 inch drill bit instead of a 3/8 drill bit. And the holes, unfortunately, were drilled a little bit too big. So we had to back it out, move the ATM again, re-drill the holes, and then reinstall it. Here's a clip here of us getting it done.
All right, guys, here we go.
Now, maybe I need to be shown the magic, whatever the trick is, maybe you have some, but when I'm installing an ATM, I'm bending over, I'm crouching, I'm kneeling, I'm drilling, I'm sweating. I'm looking rough. I'm looking real rough. Dusty just from the concrete dust, everything. I see all these, or not all, but I see, the vending guys out there on YouTube and the ATM guys installing ATMs on YouTube, and they look like they're going out to a nightclub. They look like they're gonna just shove that ATM in real quick, install it, and then good to go. And I don't get that. I don't see how they're dressed like that. Show me how you guys do it. I'm sure there's a trick. But anyways, after I'm done with the install, I'm looking like I walked through a dust storm because I'm so dusty. I've got sweat all over the place. But success, the ATM is installed. Now, with my research on these type of establishments for ATMs, we're actually pretty excited. We're thinking averaging maybe 750 to 1,000 transactions a month, which would be phenomenal and well worth the work that we put in, well worth the drive that we had to take. Now, when I was younger, my parents drilled it in my head that nothing in life is free. If I'm not the one paying for it, somebody else paid for it, whether it's financially or physically or mentally, somebody paid for it. And to this day, I honestly take it to heart still. For Susie and I, we are like-minded people. We want success. We want financial independence. And we realize that hard work is going to pay off. Now, for us, we pay for the hard work ourselves. We do the drilling, we do the travel, we do the installs, we do it all. Now, that's one thing that people are straying away from nowadays. They want everything done for them. They don't want to put in the effort, the time, the physical labor. They don't want to take the risks, the financial risk maybe, to better yourself. And I just want to leave you guys with this. Just do it. Get it done. I rock a lot of Nike. If I was wearing a Nike shirt, I'd say just do it. Just do it. Just get it done. Put in the work. You may not see the outcome right away. It may take a couple days. It may take a month. It may take a year. It's just like with the gym. If you go to the gym one day, you're not gonna, lose 100 pounds and get a six-pack. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the effort. So do it. Put in the work. Put in the effort. Grind for your dreams, and you can succeed. Until next time, later.